Hello everybody, Aquagear here, and welcome back to another episode of Redstone Mini. The device we are going to be looking at today is an automatic flower and seed farm. Now, before I explain anything else, let's just see it in action, and then after that, we'll talk about how it works, what it does, and we will rebuild it so you guys can build it in your own worlds. But, let's start it up. And now, as you can see, the water goes on, and then the flowers replant. And the water goes back on, and then it turns off, replants, on and on and on. And of course the water gets rid of the plants, but it also moves them at the same time. So the water will move them into the hoppers, and the hoppers will pick them up and throw them in a chest. And you guys might be worried about these spots right here, but don't worry, the water will take it, like as you just saw. So you don't have to get worried about that. But let's build it. As you can see, it does work, and that's really all it does. It just automatically collects flowers. And really, you can build this almost anywhere that has flowers. It's really simple to build. It might look like a lot, but it really isn't a lot at all. So we can stay and just watch it in action, and over time it keeps doing that, collects and collects more flowers. And if you leave this on for a long time, you'll get a ton of flowers. I mean, this video has been going on for 2 minutes, and we've already collected 16 seeds and quite a lot of flowers for just a minute or two. So, let's go build it. Well, the main materials we need is a building block, some repeaters, redstone, a bucket of water, a redstone torch, hoppers, and some chests. Let's see. And one last thing is dispensers, of course. And we're going to need some material to get it going, but we'll talk about that later. So let's shut this off for now, and let's go build it. So, what you need to do is, I raised it up a bit so it doesn't go into the ground, but you can build this at any height you really want. But I usually build 3 up, and make this 9 wide. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then build a little ring. And let's check out how long this is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 9 by 8. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then you can just build a little ring. And in the middle right here, put a dispenser. And now below here, take some grass and fill the bottom out with grass. And this is just the main part of the redstone. The rest is going to be really easy. So this is really the only tedious part. But anyway, that's all you need to do. And then find the exact center. It's not going to be exactly, but just put it in the center. And then make it 2 here and 3 here. Then drop down through here. And put a dispenser under there. And then remember, it has to be right under the grass. And then put a grass on top of it. So that is really it for the base of the machine. So now, just put some blocks under here where we can build up with the redstone. And I think that's about it. Now all we need to do is actually build the clock. So to build the clock, just put two repeaters, then do a little corner, 2 more repeaters, 2 more, and 2 more, and add redstone on each corner. And for the ticks, make sure to set each of them to 4. So go around to each of them and set them all to 4. This is very important because if it's not at 4, then it's not going to work correctly. So now all you need to do is hook these up to that. But you might just grab any corner, but you need a specific corner. You need 2 corners that are opposite of each other to connect one to that dispenser that shoots out the bone meal, and one dispenser that shoots out the water. So I'm going to take this corner. Oh, and take some repeaters and add them right in the middle in case your line isn't long enough, but I'm just going to do that. And then let's connect it to the dispenser. Hopefully I can reach in there, yep. So now just remember to two different corners. Whoops, my bad. And connect them up. Let's time set. Let's turn it to day real quick. Alright, well anyway, that is the machine. But before you run it, you need two things. Of course, you need a water bucket, and you do need some bone meal. So I'm just gonna break this grass block real quick so I can get into there, but put bone meal in there and put a water bucket in here. And for the final and last thing, you need a collection area. So just make a little hole right here. Darn it, I broke a hole in the ground. Anyway, put a double chest down here, and then start bringing up the hoppers. And then make sure to connect all the hoppers to that one. And the device is done. You've got your hopper in place, your dispenser, all your dispensers in place, and your clock in place. Now all you need to do, take a redstone torch and stick it at the end. Then it should start working. So let's see it turn off, and then grass should come up. Yep, so that machine works. That is all you need, and you can just AFK here, get a bunch of flowers. So I think this is actually a really cool machine. Now that we've built it and seen how it works, let's talk about some pros and cons of this device. Some pros are, obviously, it's easy to build. You can get a lot of flowers. It doesn't take a whole amount of material. Probably the hardest things to get is the repeaters and the hoppers and dispensers. Everything else is really just redstone and building blocks. But there are a couple cons to this. Some cons are you might need to build a multiple of these, because as you know, certain flowers go in certain biomes. So you're probably going to need to build one in the plains, build one in whatever biomes have flowers, a flower forest. So you might need to build a couple of these, but honestly they're not hard to build, so it's not that big of a deal. But another problem is this machine doesn't work at night, because at night if you put water on grass it turns to dirt. And I don't know if you guys knew, but flowers don't grow on dirt, they only grow on grass blocks. So really you shouldn't be running this at night, only at day, because when it's day, the water can go over it and it'll just keep growing flowers. But if it's night, it'll turn it to dirt, and then nothing can grow there anymore. And since the machine is running non-stop, it won't ever turn to grass again, because the water just keeps coming and coming and coming. So really, this design doesn't really work at night, but you can make it to work only in the daytime with daylight sensors. But I didn't include this in the video because that would be a little bit too much work. And one last thing I have to say is, no, this isn't my design. I got this design from another YouTuber called Exumavoid. He originally built this with daylight sensors and all these things, but I didn't feel like building it complicated. But anyway, I'm sure he has a tutorial on it, probably way better than mine. But if you want to go check him out, his name is Exumavoid, and he does have really good tutorials and a lot of good other redstone tutorials, so I'd recommend checking him out. But that was Redstone Mini, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a suggestion for next time, and I'll see you guys later. God bless, and goodbye.